Podcasting live on YouTube. It's Fantasy Football with the Dork and the Dude.
I'm the Dude.
And I'm the Dork.
Welcome. You can see I'm wearing my Team of Destiny gear. My 8-2 Steelers playing tonight, Dorkster.
I love it.
If they can win this thing and go to 9-2, they got a damn good shot of winning that 8-1 bet on division for us.
Yeah. And
if they lose this game, Baltimore's got a back door in there.
Yeah. If they win, they are already over what their season win over-under was on DraftKings. It was 8.5.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's... they're having a good year.
I should have bet that over 8.5. I just did this last week though. Collect on my Jets.
Jets under
9.5.
Boy, what a disaster that is.
Yeah, but I collected with 7 weeks to go. I feel good about that.
Yeah,
that was a good pick.
That was a good one. That's a train wreck.
Yeah, it is.
That's a talented team that should be doing better.
Yeah, I don't know how talented they are really. Okay, what are we going to do here, Dork?
Dorks, Dudes, and Best Bet. It's been a week and a half.
It has.
We're down to just Thursdays now.
Yep.
Or one day. I think next week we'll do Tuesday, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Because of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, or we can do Wednesday. I thought I got on my calendar Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we'll be back Wednesday. We're just kind of blowing off the waiver wire show on Tuesday because the waiver wire, wherever you're at, is slim pickings and wide covered at this point. For most people, they're getting ready to go in their playoff format. We play till week 18, no playoff.
Total points, that's all.
So at this point, most people are stuck with the roster they got.
Yep.
And they just got to go with it and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's start with Dorks and Dudes.
Okay.
QB, Dudes. Who are you looking at?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm on the wrong page, Dork.
Come on, dude. It's week 12. You got week 10 there.
I'm an unorganized mofo. I was in Vegas last week. That's why we weren't on the air.
How'd that go?
I had a great time on the crap table.
Good.
First night I was down a couple $100. Next night I got that back and then some. And then the third night won some more. So I came home a winner. Had a great time. Got to meet my boys, Gil Alexander and Kelly
Love it.
At the Vison Studio at the Circa Casino and Hotel Resort, which was cool. Got my pictures taken with Gil and Kelly.
Smart guy.
Oh, he's sharp, man. And Kelly's they're just they come across their show's The Numbers Game, which comes on West Coast time 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and they cover all sports, but this time of year it's mainly football. And they come across as really nice guys, and when you meet them in real life, they are nice guys.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, had a great Vegas trip. Everybody needs to do one of those a couple times a year. I know I do. Okay, week 12, Dudes.
QBs.
QB Dudes. Baker Mayfield versus the Giants.
Okay, do you
think... He's going to go off, and Evans is back.
Evans is back. Do you agree with the narrative that...
I don't believe in narratives.
The Giants are tanking? I mean, putting Tommy DeVito in as quarterback...
Yeah, well, that's even more reason to play Baker.
Yeah. I agree.
But even if they weren't tanking, Tampa Bay's going to beat them by 10.
I think so. I have Baker down as well.
Okay.
I also have Justin Herbert versus Baltimore.
That's my boy. I'm going to ride him to a fantasy football championship, baby.
Did you pick him up?
Yeah, I'm starting him this week.
Yeah,
against Baltimore. He's coming on.
He's coming on. 3 of the last 4 games. He's thrown 2 touchdowns. So slowly those are coming around.
Yep.
Lad McConkey's developing into a solid number 1 receiver.
I think I saw some stat. Get a little dork alert. Like the last 4 games, Herbert's averaging about 290 yards a game.
Yeah, something like that.
So in our league,
he had,
if he can get me 302 touchdowns a week for the next 7 weeks, I'm going to win this damn thing.
I want to say against Tennessee, he had a low total, but they may have just been running that game.
Right.
And Tennessee has a good defense.
The Chargers are one of those teams, kind of like the Steelers. They modify their game plan to win. They don't give a shit about stats.
Yep.
They just do what they got to do. If it means run the ball, they'll run it down your throat. If it means throw it, they'll throw it 40 times. So, yeah, I'm with you on Herbert. I got Tua versus New England. Dude.
Okay, I get that. I can see that.
And we don't give the obvious guys. At least I don't. That's why I got Tua. And
well, sometimes we do, but the other will point out that's obvious.
Sure.
I'm going to go with Goff. Keep riding him.
Sure.
He's got Indy. He's inside.
He's an every week dude, damn near.
He's gotten there, yeah. Yeah, that hadn't been the case.
What do you call them, perma-dudes?
Perma-dudes, yeah.
He's a perma-dude.
And then I got Bo Nix against Vegas.
I got Nix, too.
Be a good play this week.
I got Mahomes versus Carolina.
Mahomes,
if he can't torch them, they're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think he's going to have a big game.
I see him running more, but yeah, I can't argue with that.
I would say he's going to get 320 yards and 2, maybe 3 touchdowns.
I don't think he's had 300 yards in a regular season game in 2 years. So.
That's why he's due. He's playing one of the worst teams in the league.
He is.
Okay, any more, Dork?
No.
Okay, give me some running backs.
Okay, I have a few of them. The first is Kareem Hunt. Pacheco, even if he comes back, is activated.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's going to be on a pitch count.
Yeah. You couldn't start him.
It's still, you might get 1 or 2 good weeks out of Hunt, and the Carolina matchup is, you got to play him. So
yeah, and
he's a guy.
And if you've got Hunt, you got to play him the next week or two, because Pacheco is coming back, and they've been saving him for the end of the season and the stretch run into the playoffs. But if you've got Hunt, you also got to play him because the sumbitch looks like he's wearing down.
Yeah.
He runs hard, takes a lot of hits, and, he's old.
That's right. How about Brian Robinson Jr. going against the Cowboys?
Got him. That dude could put up 150 and 2 touchdowns.
He's scoring a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah, he is. I wish I had him on my squad.
Likewise.
I got Josh Jacobs versus the Niners.
Josh Jacobs, I don't have him.
Yeah, he gonna be a dude.
I think you're gonna see a lot of running in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna endorse or bash that one.
Okay.
I like the Niners in that game, so, and I think it's going to be a close, low-scoring game.
I don't know how low-scoring. Both those offenses can score. It could be a shootout. Who else you got?
Rico Dowdle.
No.
He's give me that clown horn.
Guy's been a clown all year.
They're using him more. He's getting a lot of targets. He'd be a great PPR.
They're a mess.
And Washington can't stop the run.
Okay.
So, yeah, give me Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, but what happens if they're down 14 points?
Well, then they throw him the ball a lot.
Yeah, I don't like that one, Dork. How about, I'm going to give you your boy, Achane versus New England. Dude.
I have him down. He's kind of perma-dude now, but
yeah, I think
he'll have a good week.
He is kind of perma-dude.
Actually, I have my 2 other guys, Tyrone Tracy and Bucky Irving.
Okay.
They're both good situations. And with Tommy DeVito, they're going to be leaning on the running game a lot, I'm sure.
Yeah. I can see that. I just don't know how many points the Giants are going to fucking score.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if they score 10 points, you got to hope that Tracy gets a plunge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough one. I agree. But Tampa Bay ain't real good at stopping the run, and Tracy's been a very good runner. So
he's been awesome.
It's kind of a not overthink it thing for me.
I gotcha. If I had him on my roster, I'd plug him in. I got Najee tonight versus Cleveland.
Really? See, I got Najee as a dork.
No, you're going to be a dude.
I don't think so. You got snow and rain there. It's going to be.
I just saw the pregame show. There wasn't any snow on the field.
Okay, good. They got it cleaned off.
And it doesn't matter. Pittsburgh can play in snow. They aren't the Miami. They aren't the Miami Dolphins or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Not as easily as they play in the clear, and it will bring the score down some.
No, well, if it is snowing and it's adverse conditions and 15-mile-an-hour winds, that's when you run the ball.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Najee gonna have
maybe not effectively. Cleveland's pretty good against the run.
I'll predict it 120 yards and a touchdown for Najee.
I'll take that bet. You want to throw down on that?
Well, if you go on DraftKings, his odds are probably like plus money is 75, maybe 80 max.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to bet you. I ain't no fool, dork.
Yeah, but you're brashly predicting 120 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, that's what we do in the dude.
Has he even had 120 yards in a game this year?
That's what we do in the dude segment.
Okay. Well, I disagree. I think he's a dork this week.
Okay, we'll see. I'll be laughing at your ass come next week.
We'll be laughing anyways. That's what you do.
That's true.
It doesn't mean Najee's going to go off.
Yeah.
How about Javonte Williams?
You sound like a fucking curmudgeon.
I am a curmudgeon. God damn it. How about Javonte Williams?
I'm older than you. I should be the curmudgeon.
Oh, you are.
Who else you got?
Javonte Williams against Vegas.
I can see that.
You never know when he's going to get in the end zone, and he's hurt me so much that I can't use him.
Right.
But he might score for you.
I hear you. Oh, just have him on your roster?
No.
Okay. That's all I got.
How about Aaron Jones against the Bears?
I can see that, but he's an injury-prone mofo, and he's had a hamstring problem. He could go out in the first quarter.
He could.
It's risky.
Okay, yeah, I agree, but,
I can't make a risky dude a dude.
Wait, you made Najee Harris a dude in the snow.
I told you there's no snow on the field, man. You need to watch the weather.
I did watch the weather. They're predicting rain and snow.
Yeah, what'd you online?
All night. Weather Underground.
Yeah,
they're solid. Okay,
well, I don't. Like I said, I don't care about the weather. The worse the weather, the more.
What do you do your own research and turn on Joe Rogan to hear what the weather's going to be?
Yeah, he's going to get 25 carries.
He might. Rabbit.
Okay, that's all I got, dork.
Okay, me too. Go to wide receivers.
JSN versus Arizona.
Okay.
Dude's coming on.
He's coming on. Arizona's is improving. I mean, there's a reason that game is switched back and forth between one or the other team is the 1-point favorite.
Yeah, and I don't get that. I think overall, the way the current form and the way they've been playing, Arizona's slightly better, but that's just.
So Seattle's at home.
Yeah, they're like 0-5 against the spread at home. Well,
yeah, well, I know, but
they have no home field advantage anymore, Dork.
That does come into it though when they're setting the lines.
Yeah,
home and road.
Yeah, from Phoenix to Seattle is a direct flight.
Right.
So no home field advantage.
Well, I think they're all chartered now, anyways, right?
Yeah, but
they all charter their own.
It's
planes.
A 2-hour flight. 2-hour flight.
Okay. But it's a dome team though coming to play in the rain. The
weather is going to be funky.
That may be a struggle for the, Yeah,
I'm not buying into that narrative.
Okay.
Arizona's a better team.
Okay, but you're liking JSN though.
I am because of the matchup.
I'm going to agree with that. I got Ladd McConkey down.
Everybody and his brother does.
Okay, that doesn't make it wrong.
No, but it makes me worried. When everybody's on somebody, they usually go out and lay an egg.
That's possible.
But
we're all we're doing here is pointing out the best situations.
I like it.
And receivers do well against Baltimore, so
I can't argue with that.
How about JMO?
I got him. That's my boy. I'm plugging him in. He's going to help carry me to a championship.
And, Lions we didn't mention Monty and Gibbs against Indy.
Right.
But they're both damn good plays, perma-dudes.
They're perma-dudes.
Yeah, so.
They're plug and play.
You might want, if you can find a Lion out there, go get them.
Start all your Lions. Yep. No doubt. I besides JSN, I got DK Metcalf versus Arizona.
Really?
Yeah. Geno's going to throw for 300 yards.
It could be. That could be, yeah.
And somebody's got to catch him. And that's the two best wide receivers on Seattle.
Yeah, those are the main guys.
I think they're both going off.
How about George Pickens tonight?
No brainer, perma-dude.
Perma-dude?
Yep.
Is that good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's putting up fantasy points. But I agree with that. I got Zay Flowers versus the Chargers.
Okay.
Good matchup.
Okay. I could see that. That's going to be a fun game. The Ravens are
An awesome game.
Are like the Lions, where it's if you can find a Ravens player, it's never a bad idea to plug him in.
No,
they score a lot of points.
Play all your Ravens and pretty much play all your Chargers.
Okay, Jalen Waddle.
Hate it.
You don't like him. You hate him.
He ain't done shit.
They're playing New England. You have Tua as a dude. Who's going to catch the passes?
Tyreek Hill, Jonnu Smith, Waddle. I saw some. Dude hasn't had over 60 yards in a game this fucking year.
Well, then he's due, like you said about Mahomes.
Yeah, well, Mahomes and Waddle are two different levels of talent. And Waddle hasn't shown shit. I think he's hurt, personally.
Okay.
But I couldn't play him, and he sure as hell ain't going to be no dude.
Okay. Well, we'll see. That's why they play the games.
That's it. Don't be contentious with me, Dork.
Dude. You're contentious with every one of my picks. It makes for a good podcast.
Yeah, it does. That's why we do this.
Jalen's teammate from Alabama, Devonta Smith, the Slim Reaper.
I don't like the Slim Reaper either. You had him as a dude 2 weeks ago, and he hasn't done shit since. I'm on the verge of cutting the motherfucker. I'm benching him this week.
See, it's personal with you.
He's no. It's strictly business, Dork. I can't start the guy. And to call him a dude when he can't even make my lineup, and I have like the weakest wide receiver lineup in our fantasy league? No way. That's too high risk, man. You're throwing darts.
Maybe it's a coaching problem.
I don't. I told you. I think he's hurt.
Okay. Oh, Smith too?
The Slim Reaper's hurt.
Okay. Could be.
If he's playing like a hurt dude, if he ain't hurt, then well, you just can't start him.
You got anyone else?
That's all I got.
Okay.
Tight end dude.
Oh, I got one sleeper.
Okay.
And he might be a dude, I don't know. Roma Odunze for the Bears.
I can see that.
He led the team in, the new coordinator came in. He simplified things.
Mm-hmm.
And Odunze did lead the team in target, even though DJ Moore led in catches.
Right.
So Minnesota can be passed on.
Yep.
So I think he could have a big breakout game.
I can see it.
Okay. Who's your tight end?
Kelsey versus Carolina.
Yeah, he's my top guy too.
Yeah. He hasn't really done shit all year. He's been incrementally improving.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the week he bust out.
Okay.
I'd say 120 yards, 2 TDs.
Oh, that's quite a bust out.
Yeah. You got to start Kelsey this week.
Okay. How about Laporta?
I can see that. He practiced in full today.
Mm-hmm.
Good matchup. Yeah, I can't argue with that. How about Hunter Henry versus Miami?
Dude.
Yep. Miami's going to score points, which means New England's going to have to score points. And to be honest with you, right now, Drake May looks better than fucking Caleb Williams. And so he's going to score some fucking points.
You know that Caleb Williams doesn't have a turnover and like an interception in like a lot of games.
Yeah, and he has like 1 touchdown the last 3.
Right, but they've toned it down. It's like we're all piling on Caleb when he suffered through a bad coach, and if you look at his numbers, they're not that different from Jaden Daniels or Drake May. Right. If you want to bet a 5-year bet on which one will be the better quarterback,
what would be the criteria?
Going in.
What would be the criteria?
Yards, touchdowns.
Just that?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not going 5 years out on a bet with you, Dork.
Okay. I mean, but there's a tendency.
One of us might get hit by a train.
There's a tendency to pile on Caleb now.
Well, I was watching a couple of shows, and they're talking about if teams could redraft, what would be the order and everything. And no one's piling on Caleb. They're just looking at the top 4 quarterbacks in this case, and they had Caleb as probably the number 3 dude off the board behind Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels.
Anyone who would redraft Bo Nix over Caleb is a fucking idiot. I'm just going to say that right here and now.
Yeah.
Bo Nix is old enough to be Caleb's dad, okay?
Yeah, and maybe his maturity is proving that he's the better pick because
he's a solid quarterback.
One more year with the dysfunctional Bears organization, and Caleb might be fucking broke for life, man.
Well, we'll see. I think he's stronger than that, and
yeah,
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, Bo Nix has a much better situation, better coaching staff, better organization.
That's a guy you were ripping on early in the year.
Yeah, and I've been proved wrong, and I admitted it. I was wrong about Denver.
Okay, but that stands. Anyone who in a redraft would take Bo Nix over Caleb is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll bet you, I will bet you something.
What's that?
I'll bet you that Bo Nix plays a playoff game before fucking Caleb Williams.
Oh, Bo Nix might play one this year. Well, Caleb ain't gonna.
But the better quarterback gets in the playoffs.
Not always.
Okay, there you go. I made my point.
You made your point?
Yeah, you won't bet me. If you think your boy's better and he'll get his team to a playoff.
Justin Herbert didn't make the playoffs last year. Does that make him bad?
No, even more reason for you to bet Caleb.
Not with their schedule.
Okay,
no.
All right, Dork. You can't back your boy with your money.
What, if we argue about Dan Marino, you're going to say he never won a Super Bowl, he sucks? Are you one of those guys?
No. He was a great quarterback. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Can't argue with that.
Okay, but the argument
Caleb Williams was the consensus rookie of the year, and the motherfucker's like 20-1 right now. Well, that tells you everything you need to know.
People should jump on that. He's playing with a shitty offensive line.
Yeah, he ain't going to make it.
A dumb offensive coordinator.
Yeah, it's going to be Daniels or Nix.
Well, Daniels is the darling now, and Nix has a shot.
But yes. Daniels is hitting a rookie wall. Whereas Nix just keeps going, getting better.
Nix just keeps getting better, yeah.
Okay, that's enough of that shit. Defensive dudes.
Did we do? Oh, I got a few more tight ends.
Okay, go.
Dallas Goedert.
I can see that.
Pat Freiermuth.
I don't know about Freiermuth.
And my guy Will Dissly.
I can see Dissly. In fact, start all your Chargers. Okay, D's.
How about Pittsburgh?
They're a perma dude, kind of, depending on matchup.
I mean, on matchup.
I'm starting them.
They got a good one.
I'm starting them, Dork. I need 30 points out of their ass.
You need?
I want.
Okay, thank you.
But I do need it.
Need is like
I have a 5-point lead right now.
Need is like my liver's going. I need a liver to live,
Or I need blood.
I need blood. Need it like blood.
That's it.
But it's bad weather.
It's not bad weather.
Mistake-prone quarterback. At least the forecast I saw it was bad.
Yeah, You came over before the pod and you saw the field. It's clean.
Okay, I did not. But,
and plus, the pros have crunched the numbers.
Yeah.
Dork alert. Weather usually makes a difference of 1 point in a fucking game.
Okay.
And so I'm not even considering weather.
You're not even considering it.
Nope.
I think it's good for the Pit D that Jameis Winston is playing in what could be bad weather.
Yeah, no.
If the storm dies out, that happens.
Yeah, it's not Jameis playing in bad weather. It's just Jameis being Jameis.
Yeah. But the bad weather is not going to help.
We'll see, Dork. I hope you're right. I mean, like I say, I'm playing them and I need their ass.
Okay, Tampa Bay versus the Giants.
Got him. Danny
DeVito. Come on.
I
I got Denver versus Vegas.
But they're a solid every week start, I think.
Okay.
I got Miami versus New England.
Okay.
Drake May's going to make a mistake or two.
New England's been turning the ball over some.
Yep. Or Ramondre will cough one up like he does every other game.
Yep. That's a good one. And Miami's coming around. They got two back. They're playing good. Playoffs might be out of reach, but
yeah,
you never know.
No, they're playing good.
Yeah. And I got Houston against Tennessee because Tennessee.
I can see that, although Tennessee isn't the chump they were the last couple of weeks as far as playing a defense against.
Right. But
so you're rolling the dice there.
Well, Levis had the big 98-yard pass, but he didn't turn it over. He's had some nice games, some better games.
He seems to be improving.
Yeah. But
which you would hope if you're a Tennessee fan.
But if you're looking for a streamer, Houston ain't a bad one. They have a decent pass rush.
I can see that. They have a hell of a pass rush. I can see that.
Okay. Should we move on to Dorks?
It's Dork.
Quarterbacks.
Quarterback Dorks. Purdy versus Green Bay. Dork.
Really? He was injured. He's going to play, though, I suspect.
It's looking iffy.
Okay. Oh, okay. Then he's definitely a dork.
Yeah. So even if he plays, I think he's going to be ineffective.
Who's their backup?
And he hasn't been playing well.
Okay. Who's their backup?
Who is their fucking backup? Damn, I should know that, Dork.
I know it too when I'm saying, Carson Wentz.
Right? Yeah, Wentz. Yeah. And he's serviceable, and he's been there long enough to know the system.
He's been pretty good. I mean, he
looked good in the preseason.
Yeah.
So Wentz, it'd be a downgrade, but
but I don't think
Purdy hasn't been lighting it up anyway.
No.
Debo looks like he's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Because, Shanahan, he doesn't disclose injuries according to Hoyle.
Yeah.
So I think Debo's hurt. Kittle's a little banged up. They're a mess.
Yeah.
Okay, I got, so Purdy, there you go. Who you got?
How about, I got Jameis down.
Okay.
I got Sam Darnold against the Bears. Bears have been tough on QBs.
They have, but Darnold, he's going to get you 230 yards, maybe 2 TDs, which is serviceable. It's not Dorkster territory. That's my opinion. Well, I got Stafford versus Philly.
I did put him down too. I find myself pulling.
That Philly D is getting better, and they're gonna get a couple of picks. I'm thinking.
Yeah. The rookie cornerback Mitchell's been real good.
Yeah, he has.
And I like the Rams how they're playing, but Philly is really playing good.
They're a better team.
And I just think Stafford there's a chance he'll struggle.
I'm all in. I was all in on the Rams this year, and I was just like I was wrong on Denver. I was wrong on them.
They've had their moments, and they're getting better with Puka and Cup back.
Yeah, but it might be too little, too late.
Not in the AFC or the NFC West it ain't.
I hope you're right. I got them to win the division.
Okay, who are your?
I got a couple more, Dork.
Okay.
Jordan Love versus the Niners. He's going to be a dork, and he's kind of been a dork.
Okay.
And this is a tough matchup for him. And Geno versus Arizona is going to be a dork. Even though I have JSN and DK, and I said earlier that he would throw for 300.
You're dorking him.
I'm dorking him just because I'm playing worst case scenario here, which would mean that JSN and DK are going to be dorks.
Okay.
This game is so unpredictable. It could go sideways in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know what to think about. You got to start your studs, but I'm worried about this game on both sides of the ball.
Stay away for you?
Yep.
I agree.
That's all I got.
Let's move on to RBs.
I got your boy Swift versus Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota's good stopping the run. So
that's about all they can. Pass rush is about all they can do. They're secondary suspects. So they'll be keying on Swift.
I got Chuba.
I got him too.
against KC.
Yep.
I got Najee. We disagree on Najee.
Yeah, we do. I got your boy Dobbins versus Baltimore.
Yeah,
Dork.
I'm actually not even playing him.
Yeah, well,
'Cause-
a lot of people have, but last 2 or 3 games he hasn't produced.
Oh, he got 2 touchdowns last week.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
But Baltimore, they're like number 2 in the league against the run.
They're averaging like running backs are averaging 3.4 yards per carry against them.
That don't cut it.
It's so easy to pass on them that
everybody throws.
Yeah, and I got
Herbert's going to throw 40 times.
Who do I got? A-Chain, Tracy, and Bucky that I'm going to start.
That's what I'd do
instead of JK.
Yeah,
you'll be hang in there, JK. We may need you next week.
Yeah. JK he's a matchup guy.
Yeah, and I got Tony Pollard, my final dork.
I almost put him down there, but everybody on his brothers got him on their list, so I stayed away.
What, are you just being contrarian?
No, I just don't go with the sheeple.
The sheeple?
Yeah.
I have no idea who everyone is putting on their list.
I do, because I read this shit.
I don't listen. I do my own research.
Yeah, but when you
the real way.
Yeah,
I look up who's good against.
But don't you read the starts and sits for that people put out?
No.
Yeah, I watch that all that shit, man.
No.
And so I see the narratives out there.
I don't want it to affect what I do.
Oh, before I forget, Dork, I've got to mention something. This is a clown horn for the New York Giants organization.
Yeah, they deserve it.
Did you hear what they did today?
No.
So they benched Daniel Jones. It's obvious they're going to cut him at the end of the season.
Yeah.
They should cut his ass now and do the guy a favor because he's been a loyal soldier and shit.
Yeah.
They got him playing safety on the scout team.
Really?
Yeah. Is that ridiculous?
No respect, man.
If I'm Daniel, even if I am a team guy, I'm going to go, no, I'm not fucking playing safety. Cut me.
Yeah.
I'm not playing safety on the scout team, and it's ridiculous. And they're not playing him because of his injury clause.
Yeah.
So you're going to have him on the scout team playing defense?
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's like they're punishing the poor guy.
I was listening to a mock draft. PFF mock draft.
Okay.
And it's kind of, these guys are smart. I think Trevor Sikkema is the name of the guy who runs it. Smart guy, but he's real wordy and annoying.
Sure.
So they can't just do, okay, in this mock draft, this guy's first, this guy goes here second.
Right.
They got to spend 5 minutes on each pick talking about,
I hear it.
Anyways, I was listening to it, and when they got to the Giants, they're like, and again, we're not wired to the inside.
Sure.
We don't know any of this. We just hear the news.
Right.
They're saying, the Giants may not draft a quarterback this year. And then they said, and they may be talking with the Mannings about getting Arch Manning, Cooper's son, next year. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why are you talking to the Mannings even,
Well, and why are you
hire football people.
And why are you looking a year out?
I don't know if it's even true, okay? But the guy's not even starting at Texas. The guy ahead of him is maybe a late first round.
Well, that's what dysfunctional organizations do.
Exactly.
They have their $40 million. Yeah, they have their $40 million contract guy running scout team safety.
Right.
They're from now on until something changes. I'm going to be betting against the Giants on every fucking future on the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Should we move on to wide receivers?
Sure.
What do you got?
Okay. I got Nico Collins versus Tennessee.
Nico?
Yep. This is his second game back from injury.
After a short week? Could happen.
He's going to go off.
Okay. Dork. You got him as a dork.
I mean a dork. Sorry. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah.
Tennessee's a good defense.
That's why I have Nico as a dork. Thanks for reminding me, man. I thought we were still on dudes.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, I shouldn't be smoking before the show.
You always smoke before the show.
Not always. Usually.
How about Jordan Addison against the Bears?
Yeah, I cut him this week.
Okay.
You can't start that guy.
How about Cortland Sutton against Vegas?
I can't call anyone a dork against Vegas.
Okay. Yeah,
they're another one of those dysfunctional motherfuckers.
They've been decent against the pass. Maybe that's because teams run so well against them. But
I don't care. Start all your guys against the Raiders. Debo versus Green Bay. He's going to be a dork. He's been a dork,
injured, right?
He doesn't show up on the report, but something's wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, Debo's been a dork all season. He has one receiving touchdown, dude. I mean, dork. I'm the dude. You're the dork.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's a dork. I can't play him. I'm starting dudes that are ranked number 44 wide receiver over his ass this week.
Gotcha. How about Xavier Worthy?
I'm starting him.
Okay, I got him as a dork.
Against Carolina?
Carolina's got a decent pass defense.
The dude only needs one play. And he's the fastest man on the field.
On the planet, practically.
Yeah. No, I can't. I'm starting him. I can't bench him, and he sure as hell ain't going to be a dork.
Okay.
Now, I could see him one catch for 12 yards, and he's a dork. But I could also see him one catch for 65, touchdown.
Yeah, or a run.
Yeah. They do end rounds from the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Dude's in.
Okay, and finally...
I'm counting on Worthy.
Juwan Jennings.
Your boy?
My guy. Yeah, I'm not starting him against the Pack.
I don't know. He's getting 12 targets a game. How can you call dude a dork that's going to get that many looks?
Well, I got the Sun God. I got Lad McConkey, who everyone and their brother loves him. So I got to start him.
Yeah, because you're going with the narrative.
Going with the narrative. I'm the sheeple.
You're the sheeple.
and DJ Moore I'm starting. Is the other one. So Jennings didn't make.
I almost put DJ as a dork because he's been a dork.
Okay.
I got Tank Dell versus Tennessee. Both those wide receivers.
I almost put Tank Dell down, but then I thought,
The Houston wide receivers are going to be dork, and they're just going to run Mixon down their throat.
I've had bad luck going with Tennessee. I still believe Tennessee is better than they're showing, but until they really show it,
you got to fade them.
Off them.
Got to fade them.
Yeah.
That's all I got, Dork.
Okay, how about tight ends?
Your boy Bowers versus Denver. They'll shut him down. He's their only Raiders' only weapon.
I think Brock Bowers goes off.
Sean Payton and his coaching staff will take that dude out of the game.
Okay.
He's their number one guy to stop. Who else you got? Raiders got nothing. Both their running backs are banged up. They're starting some third string quarterback off the running back off the practice squad.
They got
you got Gardner Minshew in there.
They got Jacoby Myers. They got Mike Meyer, the other tight end from Notre Dame.
He's a blocker, and he's coming off injury.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Bowers.
Yeah,
you got Brock Bowers. You put him in there. God damn it.
Yeah, not me. I'd be playing somebody else off the waiver wire.
Okay, Mike Evans is back, so you know who that makes a dork. Cade Otton.
I almost made him a dork, but Baker likes him.
Baker might be going to him some, yeah.
And in the red zone, he's a big target. They double team Evans. Boom. Single coverage Otton. He jumps up, catches the ball.
Maybe.
I disagree with that one.
How about Tucker Kraft?
Got him. He's been a dork. I cut him.
Most tight ends have been dorks.
Yeah.
You just plug them in and hope they get a touchdown.
Well, Kraft was good earlier. I think he has 4 touchdowns on the season.
Yeah.
But he hasn't scored or had over 40 yards receiving in probably 5 games.
And their wide receivers have all gotten healthy, too, and I think that hurts.
Yeah.
Love likes...
and they just spread it around so much that Kraft might only get 3 targets.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that one, man.
I also have my guy, Cole Kmet.
Okay.
Again,
he's waiver wire fodder.
He's waiver wire fodder now. They just don't seem to be going to him. And then once you cut him, he'll get a 5-catch, one or 2 touchdown game. But
but
that's life in tight end land.
Yeah,
you know?
Kmet's a dork.
Andrews and Likely I got against the Chargers. They're solid against
I almost
tight
put
ends.
Andrews down, but he's a guy you can't start.
And Dalton Schultz.
Okay.
You got any more?
Nope. Dork D's.
Okay.
Eagles versus Rams are going to be Dorks.
Yeah, I got the Eagles down here.
The Rams will put up at least 28 on their ass.
I get that feeling. I'm a little worried about Stafford, but I think the Rams are going to be able to move the ball. I think Kieran is going to score some points.
You mean Kyron?
Kyren?
Yeah, Kyron Williams.
Kyrene Williams.
It's Kyron.
Okay. How about Minnesota against the Bears? Bears have 2 turnovers in the last 7 games only.
Oh, the Bears are going to be Dorks?
No, the Minnesota is.
Their D is. Okay. Well, I don't know. Best case scenario, they could shut the Bears out. The Bears have 1 touchdown in the last 3 games. They might get a shutout. That could be a 20-0 game. No, Minnesota is no Dork. If I had them on my roster, I'd have to plug them in, even though they haven't been performing all that great. Bears offense is like 30th in the league.
They're that high?
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't agree. Integrity pick Dork. My 49ers versus Green Bay, they're going to be Dorks.
Yeah, I could see that, but...
Of course, they've been Dorks all year, really.
Love does throw interceptions, so...
For fantasy, though, they've been Dorks.
Yeah.
All year, so most... I think the Niners are still maybe on the waiver wire in our league, man.
Okay, how about the Chargers? This is my final Dork D against Baltimore.
I can see that. Baltimore doesn't turn the ball over very much.
They don't get sacked. They don't turn the ball over.
Yep. No, I can see that.
Okay, we ready to do our picks?
You got it.
Okay.
Here, before we do our picks, let me just give a little rundown on it against the spread trends through week 11. The best teams against the spread, and these, you don't have to be a professional Las Vegas Chris gambler to realize that you want to bet on the teams that are covering and you want to go against the ones that aren't. So this is important that everybody that bets football needs to look at on a weekly fucking basis, okay? Best teams against the spread: Pittsburgh, Detroit, they're both 8-2. Denver, 8-3, as is Indianapolis, which has a losing record, which is surprising. Or are they 5-5? Then you get...
They're 5-6.
Okay. Losing record, but they're 8-3 against the goddamn spread, which tells you that they're a gritty team.
They've played people tough.
Yep.
Close games.
Arizona and Washington and Minnesota and the Chargers 7-3. Buffalo 7-4. Then you got Philly and Tampa Bay 6-4, and then we won't get into the middle group because you want to bet them on a matchup basis. Let's show you. How about the guys you want to bet fucking against here against the spread? Tennessee 1-9. Dallas 2-8. Jets 3-8. Cleveland 3-7. Giants, Carolina 3-7. Seattle 3-6. Those are the guys you want to be betting against.
Okay.
So that kind of I use this in my betting when I decide, because like I said, the trends are if you're good against the spread, you'll continue to be good against the spread. And if you're not, you will continue that way.
Maybe.
More times than not. That's how gamblers win money.
Okay. So want me to read them off?
Go, Dork.
Tonight, Pittsburgh -3.5 at Cleveland, over under 36.5.
I'm laying the points with Pittsburgh.
I am too. I thought about going with Cleveland because of the 3.5 divisional game.
The hook.
Mainly it's a stay away for me, but I do like the under 36.5.
I've got the over. The under has been depressed because all these weather concerns. I just told you the field's clear.
Okay.
And so both teams can score. Cleveland's going to hang in here. I see it's 36. I see this as a 21-17 game, and they cover.
Okay. That's close, so that's cutting it close. Detroit, -7.5 at Indianapolis.
I'm taking Indy in the points.
Okay, I went with Detroit. Sign me up for that one. And I do like the over 50.5 points.
I got the under. I think this is going to be kind of surprising, close game, and a little bit of a defensive battle.
Okay.
It's a contrarian pick.
Carolina +10.5 at home against KC, over under 43.
I hated to pick this game because it could go either way against the spread, but I'm going to pick KC to cover.
Okay, I got Carolina. 10.5 points is a lot of points for a team that barely wins.
Yeah, I see this as maybe a 24-10 game.
I could see a blowout too. So, but who's the best pick? I think it's Carolina.
Yeah,
I do like the under as well.
I got the under as well too, but it's a stay away for me betting.
Okay. Tampa Bay -6 at the Giants.
I'm laying the 6.
Yeah, I agree. The Giants are a mess. I wouldn't touch them.
Nope.
And
they're tanking.
I like the over 41.
The Giants are purposely tanking. That's why they're starting, Tommy DeVito.
Mm-hmm. The guy from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay, Miami -7.5 versus New England. Over under 46.
Miami. I might have left that. Oh, okay. I got you. I'm laying the points with Miami.
Okay.
And I've got the over.
Okay, so you have Indy, KC, Tampa. You have Miami like I do.
Yep.
And I actually took the under on that one.
Okay, I think there's going to be a lot of points there. Like I said, New England, May is efficient. They can score 17, 20. And then if Miami's going to win that game and cover, it should be a +50 spread.
Chicago +3.5 versus Minnesota.
I'm taking the Bears and the points.
I love the 3.5 with the Bears at home, Minnesota outside.
And Minnesota's been trending down.
They have.
Now, this is a stay away for me. I haven't bet it, and I won't bet it because the two teams are just too unpredictable. But I wouldn't be surprised if Chicago wins this outright.
I actually have a bet, a money line bet on them and the Rams of all teams against Philly.
Oh, I can see the Rams.
Okay, Tennessee +8 at Houston, over under 42.
Tennessee +8.
Up higher, a few more high.
Yeah. Did you take yours off DraftKings? Because this is the DraftKings order here, I think.
No, I took mine off DraftKings.
Okay. I'm taking Tennessee in the 8 points.
I am too, and I'm going over 42.
I got the over as well.
I think it's going to be closer, put it that way. And if you want to have a little fun, throw a few bucks down on Tennessee to win.
Why not?
You just never know.
The money line's +300 probably. Yeah. I hear you. Tennessee's due to win a fucking game, and Houston, their offense is disjointed.
I'm not going to call them frauds, but
I think they're frauds.
They're not that good. They're not going to be in contention. They're probably one and done in the playoffs.
I mentioned a few weeks ago that they've got the record to probably get in the playoffs and stuff, but them and the Falcons are the two biggest frauds in the league.
I kind of like the Falcons. They're not. I wouldn't call them frauds, but they're also not going to win the NFC. So,
well, they're lucky to win their division because they won some games early.
Well, in both cases, they're both winning a weak division at this point.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Okay, Dallas +10.5 at Washington.
I'm going to lay the points with Washington. Dallas they're beyond toast.
Well, the Dallas has been pretty good on the road this year.
I don't care.
And so I'm going to take the big points with Dallas.
Okay.
I don't like this game much at all.
I'm not betting it.
But and I like over 45.5.
I got the over as well.
The Niners 1.5 +1.5 at Green Bay.
Oh, it was 2.5 this afternoon.
Oh, it went back up?
Yeah.
Okay, because I looked around noon, so let's go 2.5.
Yeah, I looked at about 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it's plus 2.5.
Either way, I think the Niners are going to win.
I'm taking Green Bay.
And I like the under 47.5.
I got the under as well.
Okay, Seattle -1 at home against Arizona. Over under 47.5.
I'm taking Arizona in the over.
I'm taking the Seahawks.
You know the Seahawks.
I think they're going to get it.
You know they're my team, but they're schizophrenic.
They are.
They had a big win last week, and they're going to just go out there and stink the joint up this week.
And you and I and a lot of other people right now are wishing we had bet Arizona to win the NFC West.
Tell me about it. It's probably 10-1.
It's probably something like that. Yeah.
I hear you. And a lot of people, I will admit, a lot of the pundits were saying that Arizona was a sleeper pick.
Yeah, I heard that.
And I didn't delve into it and didn't jump on it. I wish I would have.
I like the Rams and the Niners, so I didn't see them beating them. And the Niners are having that Super Bowl loser curse.
Arizona could collapse, but it looks like they're trending in the right direction.
That's a good team. They got a good coach. Jonathan Gannon, is that his name? Yeah.
No, Arizona's going to be a team to be reckoned with in the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, good to see. Good to see, too. Sunday night, Rams getting 2.5 against Philly. It's at SoFi.
I'm taking the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams, too. I waffled a lot, and a lot of it...
I actually bet Philly, but I'm making my picks here according to what I have in the brewery pool.
Oh, okay. I took the Rams, and I might be a Philly hater. I am tired of the way the media gushes over them.
I don't like them.
But I think the Rams can win this game, but it's actually I did bet them too, but I think my official advice would be stay away from this game.
Yeah, no, I bet Philly, but that's only because I think they're the better team. And Saquon Barkley is just going fucking off.
He's going off. He got a good offensive line finally.
Yeah,
he's really
and so
good.
they'll just run the ball down their throat, hit A.J. Brown and maybe Smith on some shots.
Yeah.
And they'll beat them.
Yep.
Now, like I said, I'm heavily invested in the Rams. I want the Rams to win, and I'm going to take them in this game. But I bet Philadelphia because just because you want someone to win doesn't mean you should bet them.
Well, you got to take emotion out of it.
Yep.
We all struggle to do that. But
tell me about it. I've lost a lot of money on the Niners. I ain't betting those sumbitches anymore.
And that's a good reason to bet on them this week.
No, that's how people keep losing. With
Okay.
that kind of fucking philosophy.
Chargers 2.5 against Baltimore. Over under 51. I'm taking the Chargers.
I am too, and I'm taking the under.
I have the over.
Okay.
And I have the over on Philly LA Rams as well.
I remember I forgot one thing, Dork, when we were doing our dudes and dorks.
Yeah.
One dude that I didn't mention that will be a dude is Bang Bang.
Oh, there you go.
Bang
Love
Bang. Going to be a dude. He's coming on.
Yes, he is.
And so put Bang Bang down.
So did we do Vegas? I think we missed Vegas and Denver. Vegas +6 versus Denver. I think I skipped over that one.
Oh, no, we talked about that one.
Did we?
I took Denver.
Okay, I took Vegas.
Okay.
With the points. I think it's going to be closer.
Maybe we didn't talk about it, but yeah, I'm going with Denver. I already bet it.
Okay, and honestly, I'm going to say I don't like these games. There's nothing I felt really
Me either.
strongly about.
It's a weird week.
But
with all these teams, I like to pick my spots, and so when you got 6 teams on bye,
yeah,
it makes it harder to find a spot.
Yeah,
I'm not going to bet every fucking
I remember
game.
I was going through the teams that are bad against quarterbacks, and I'm like, wait, Jacksonville on a bye, Cincinnati on a bye. It's like I don't got any quarterback dudes. I got to scramble for them.
I hear you.
Anyways, here's my 5 best bets.
Okay.
Record. I didn't do them last week. I was actually 8-5 on my picks last week.
Okay.
That I put on Twitter.
Okay.
But I got Carolina over KC +10.5. Tampa Bay -6 at the Giants. Bears +3.5 versus Minnesota.
Okay.
Then the two late games, Baltimore Chargers over 51, Philly Rams over 49.
Cool.
And I feel no confidence in any of those, but those were the 5 best.
Well, I had kind of a break-even week this last week after doing pretty well and stuff, so I'm regrouping and hope I need a good week. But, when I'm like playing Vegas, I might have $100 on the crap table on any given roll.
Right.
If the roll transpires to where I've got like 4 come bets and I'm covering the hard ways and all these other bets and shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I bet $120 a week on football.
Yeah.
If I'm willing to wager that amount of money on one roll on the dice once a week is sweet. So here's what I got going this week, Dorkster. Tonight I got Pittsburgh. I didn't get the best number. I got them at -4, but I did get decent juice, 105 versus Cleveland. And I threw down a little bit on Russell Wilson, anytime touchdown, plus 550.
Russell Wilson, anytime passing touchdown.
No, anytime touchdown. He can run it in.
Run it or pass?
No, passing doesn't count.
Oh, okay. That I'd worry about.
I'm not. Then I've got Baltimore, -3 versus the Chargers. I just think Baltimore's the better team. They had a tough loss to Pittsburgh last week. I think they're going to take it out on the Chargers, even though the Chargers will be competitive.
Okay.
I got Tampa Bay. I got a good number on them, -5. They're -6
they're
now.
Up to 6 now.
Versus the Giants, although I had to pay 112 juice. I got Denver -5.5. I think they're up to 6.
I think Tampa Bay is easy money. Denver is up to 6.
I don't know about easy. Nothing's easy money. But I've got Denver -5.5 versus the Raiders. I've got Philly -3 versus the Rams. I want the Rams to win that game big time, but I don't think it's going to happen. I got Green Bay. I got a good number. Oh, no, I got a bad number, -2.5. It's -1.5 now, I think.
No, it moved up to 2.5, you said. Back up.
Oh, okay. All right. I laid the 7.5 with Detroit versus the Colts. You don't get in front of a steamroller.
Yep.
And I took Arizona on the money line, -108 versus Seattle.
Okay.
And that was the only reason I took them on the money line instead of the +1 point was because the juice on the +1 was higher.
Okay.
And that's it. All right. Well, good luck, Dork. You had a good week in fantasy last week.
I did.
If you could start stringing together.
If I can start stringing together weeks like that,
yep.
I might get out of the cellar.
I'm rooting for you, man.
Appreciate it.
So good luck to everybody out there. Thanks for watching. Hope you have good luck betting. And if you do have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gambler, I mean, come on.
And where can they find us, Dork?
Twitter at Dork and Dude FFL.
Send us some
iHeart, Stitcher, Amazon, Google, Apple, Spotify. We're on all of them, I believe.
There we go. So have a good week. Bang bang.
There you go.
Bang bang. Have a good week, and we will see you.
Not too good. I bet on the Seahawks actually.
On Wednesday. Are you good for Wednesday, Dork?
I'll let you know if I'm not.
Okay, we're gonna see you Tuesday or Wednesday.
Enjoy
and you know what
games.
Mama said? Mama said, Pittsburgh Steelers, team of destiny, baby! Go out and do it tonight. Ross, cook! I need you!
Let Russ cook.
I got a lot of shit on the Steelers, man.
Oh, you got...
I need them boys to come through.
You're going to be damn living in a tent city if